That's silly.
Hello. We didn't realize, we don't dress together and plan our things, but we are somewhat matching today.
Yeah.
Anyways, what's going on? How's it going? We wanted to come on live today because, we love hanging out with you. And we were talking and kind of diving deeper into, we're always out to optimize and get into your world and what it is that you're up to and how we could serve you best. And we were talking about why other programs don't work. We get to talk to coaches every single day and we hear all of the things, and we're not here to talk about all the things because I don't think that's empowering to anybody. However, there was a reason why.
Let's call somebody out.
That's not my style.
Put them on blast.
I will not make people wrong. Not my style either. And there's a reason why the coaching programs that you have joined haven't worked in the past.
Yeah. There was a point in time where we interviewed several coaches that are really out to make a difference in the world.
About 100 of them, to be honest.
Yeah. We actually were interviewing them to see if we had a podcast at one point in time. And it was, so anyways, we got really clear on what worked and what didn't work in different programs. And so we've attempted to, and I put quote failed because I think if we take responsibility for things not working out, then we can have power around situations.
Yeah.
So I think that's really powerful. So let's jump into some of the things that we've seen on why why programs have not worked in the past, maybe why our program hasn't worked for some of our clients in the past before we started doing some of these optimizations. So we can take responsibility where we didn't know some of this stuff at the beginning, right?
Growth and evolution.
Growth and evolution, exactly.
Yes.
So number one is really most programs are one of two things. They are a mindset / transformational program, and they framed it in a way of if you clear all your blocks, right, and you clear all your mindset stuff and you get this powerful mindset, that you'll go out and be able to grow your business effortlessly because it's like everything's an inside job and there is the strategies and that stuff. You already have enough information that if you get out of your own way that you can just go and do the things, right?
which is totally valid.
It can be valid. It can be valid for certain people, right? So there's programs out there that just focus on the mindset and the emotional side and maybe getting through trauma so that you can grow your coaching business to a larger thing.
Sure.
Right. And sometimes that feels good. You're like, all right, great. We're going to transform ourselves to success in our coaching business. And this is the thing. There are certain tactics and strategies. And what I find is that you as a coach, you might have all these ideas, but actually taking it and putting it together and packaging and making your program work in a way that's effective for you and is so different than just having all this information, having all these strategies, having all these tactics, and actually just doing it willy-nilly. Because sometimes it's like you could be doing stuff and you don't know, is this actually working and do I need to do it longer? Or maybe I just need to tweak this one little thing or do this one thing a little bit differently. Or is this just a terrible strategy and this shouldn't even be a thing?
Well, on the other hand, so that's the mindset. But then there's these other programs that are all about strategy. Like that's all you get. And then maybe you even get, there's a mindset call like once a month or something.
Maybe that's not really high end.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's like the strategy, like the build your funnels, create your systems, process, strategy, tactic, how to, and then either little to no mindset whatsoever.
Yeah.
And then there are programs that do combine both of them together. And right, but they're there. And so we can't be ignorant that they're not there. They do exist. And there's still a missing on that as well, because the tactics and the strategies and what happens is that there's a process, right? You got to follow A to Z and you do this, this, and this, and you'll get results. And if it's not working, shoot you over to the mindset call. Boom, must be your mindset. Otherwise, this should work.
Yeah.
right? And the issue with that is that all of us are so innately and uniquely designed. We all have different gifts. We all work in different ways. What works for Chad authentically does not always work for me.
Mhm.
What works for me, Chad is like rolling his eyes. Like, are you kidding me? That ain't never gonna work. Like, watch, right? So, so there's something to be said about possibly why some of these programs haven't worked. It has nothing to do with you, right? And that's where it can feel very frustrating, especially like, you're here to be a coach. You know that you're here to make a difference in people's lives. And when you keep joining these programs and doing this thing in the way that you're like, they told me to do it this way and it's not working, right? Well, the reason it's not your mindset and it's not the strategy. It's literally how you're using your energy and using your gifts and doing it in a way that it works for you. And the biggest problem that I've seen in this industry is everyone has this cookie cutter. Like, it's my model, it's my formula, it's my thing, and this is the way, and this is the only way, and it's got to work. And if it doesn't work, then it's you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm done with my tangent.
No,
I'm
that's
gonna let
good.
you continue.
So that's another thing. Is like a lot of times when you do have these programs that maybe they have one mindset coach and their job is to help you, or maybe the whole program is mindset. A lot of times it's we're only working through one modality, one process to help you clear your thing. And this is the thing. Transformation is wonky, right? We are an onion, and sometimes what got off that top layer of onion and peeled back the challenge and helped you get to one level is not the thing that's going to get through the next layer. And that's why we work through 3 different dimensions of clearing blocks, right? So Holly does the energetics through the Akashic records and helps you clear out any sort of energetical things that are stopping you, and there's a bunch potential ones. So if you ever feel like you have just weird shit going on, sometimes this is like energy stuff that like I can't really explain. Maybe she could explain way better, but it's like you don't even know, and you could be working on this thing for years, and it's not and maybe you've been working in the emotions, the mindset around that realm of things, and if you but it's not budging, or you keep on hitting the ceiling, or you keep on hitting this block that just keeps popping up. You have this maybe imposter syndrome or a confidence issue, or this people-pleasing thing that doesn't allow you to keep your boundaries, or whatever your thing is, right? Or this fear of success, or whatever the thing is, right? And it's like this invisible wall that you keep on hitting. You're like, I'm working on this. I'm actively doing all the things. I'm doing all the tapping. I'm doing all the
visualization, all the meditation, all of the stuff. And for some reason, it's not working.
I've had this mindset coach, and we've been working on this. We're doing hypnosis, and we're doing hypnotherapy, and we're doing timeline therapy. We're doing all this stuff, and it's just not budging. And then Holly comes in, and she's like, oh yeah, this, and this around this timeline and this thing. And it helps actually clear it out of your energy. And that's really, really, really powerful. But then it's actually being able to create your business in alignment to you, and being able to do that on an energy level. And then there's the somatic side of things. So we do the mindset. We actually developed, we've been doing kind of researching release techniques and eye movement things, which
when I healed from my brain, we won't go into my whole story, but I healed from brain trauma 4 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And we worked extensively with holistic neurofunctional doctors and holistic medicine, and working with a functional neurologist and learning about brain patterns and eye movements and different exercises to do that tapped into different parts of your brain, and to be able to release some of those things. Now, you're probably thinking, well, EMDR, yeah, that's amazing. Well, actually, EMDR was not a a thing for me because my brain was so sensitive and the rapid eye movements were just a bit too rapid for me. So we actually created a process that can clear using eye movements, but doing it in a more intuitive process to be able to clear the charge and then also go through the somatics, every single energy that we've had, experience that we've had. My work that I do is we go into the Akashic records and we can pinpoint exactly what is the time, what is the place, how old you were you in this lifetime or another lifetime, and what is causing these problems, and find it within your body and clear it within your body, because it's in your energy, but then that energy is also in your body. We are energy, right? And it can be trapped in your body and it's trapped in your nervous system, and it creates a, just like our subconscious runs subconscious stories. Well, so does our nervous system. And so our nervous system is part of our unconscious programming. So when we can find the exact pinpoint of what is stopping you and start going into the subconscious, going into the energetics, and going into the nervous system, where we can clear this out at a brain heart coherence level with you and create something in a way that is designed with who you are, your specific soul gifts. We all have different gifts. Some people have this gift with words. Some people have this innate wisdom of the universe. They just know. Excuse me. I'm like so excited about this. I'm like, just keep going. So some people just have this very nurturing, they're mission driven. They're here to literally start movements, right? So if you are with someone and you are someone who's like, I am here to create a movement of people to transform the way that women do business, right? It just came to my whatever, right? Whatever that movement is for you. And here you're working with a coach and is telling you this strategy to go cold DM people and to go do things that like, you're like, I just want to start a movement of people here. Like, I don't want to go do all of this stuff. And you start having a resistance to it. And then that coach tells you that it's your resistance and your mindset stuff. So it's not going to work. And then here you are feeling like a freaking failure. And like, well, what about this like calling that I have, this feeling within me? And you start questioning yourself. And I understand that doesn't freaking happen, because you are here. You have a vision for a reason. You are here for a purpose. That vision doesn't go away. And it wasn't just placed there by accident. The circumstances and the stories that you went through in your entire life have prepared you for what it is that you're doing now and what you're trying to do in that future, and calling that vision into your now reality. That is here for a purpose. And there is nobody or nothing that can stop you from doing that. But it can delay you time if you're not working with people that really understand who you are and how you're designed and take that into an account.
Yeah. Another thing is that you are unique and you're at a unique place in your business, right? So some of you, we have clients that come to us that are doing one-on-one coaching, right? And they are just charging per session. We have some people that come to us that are charging, they have a package or program, but it's a 3-month program and it's all one-on-one and you're charging a good amount for it. Or some people have a, what we call like a group or evergreen program where you have like a course that people can go through and they're educated and all this. And you're just looking for more people into that program. You don't want to spend, and it's like, it converts, like like when you communicate this program to somebody, they're like, damn, I got, that's amazing. That program looks awesome. I'm in. You don't want to spend like a week going through a offer process, right? Like coming up with your offer. You want to just have it. You want to learn the strategy on how you can get a consistent flow of clients into your program. Right now, the other side of things is sometimes have clients that come in and they have so many clients, they're like packed. They're like, I need to come up with the Evergreen program. I need to figure out how to create your True North program. And so why would you have to go through a whole like module of trainings on how to get consistent clients? That doesn't make any sense. You need to come up with this program.
I got the consistent clients. Thanks.
Right. So what we do is we assess where you're at, what your challenges are, and then point you in the right direction. Now, some of you just need the whole program. You need to go through the whole thing as it's kind of designed. You're kind of in the newer side. That's fine. Just go through it A to Z. But some of you need to jump to J. And that's something that
Some of you are trying to jump to J without going through B, C, D.
Yes. And so that's one of the things we do, because this is the thing. Most programs are just a cookie cutter. Stamp, 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 stamp. Here's this box. You need to do it this way. We work with you in your alignment. We work with you in your gifts. And then we create a custom process for you to go through the program that for the things that you need now, so that you can get what's necessary and go out and start having the results that are necessary. So that's kind of the difference between us and most programs, right?
Yeah, totally.
So
if you're like, wow, that sounds amazing. I want to, because we're talking, the thing was why your last program failed. I think that it's important, if there was any previous failures that you've experienced, to get really complete and find whatever healing it is that you need to find, either during, like in this process, or as you find another coach to work with, because when you take that energy from a last thing, and it can be pulled into the next thing, right? And then you can already set yourself up in the expectation.
You're projecting.
Right. And there's nothing wrong. It's just like an awareness. And I just felt led to,
that's good.
Wait a minute. We're talking about the past. So let's get complete with the past and consider that you joined that program and you got something, right? Whatever it was exactly what you needed, whether it was extremely expensive lesson or whether it was perfect, right? It was all perfect in the end. And so now moving forward, that you need a program, or you need guides that get you, that get who you are, and that get that you have a vision and your own personal way, and help create around that. And if that you're in this place that you're like, yeah, that sounds amazing, let's have a conversation and just see if we can help you in any way. We're not salesy. We're not here to sell you anything, but literally let's just see what it is that you're out for and see where can we help you along this path of yours. We are a stand for transformation. We are a stand for people. We have committed our lives to transformation and this work that we do out in the world. We've been doing it for over 5 years together and over probably 10 years now individually. So we are here, we are experienced, we've been in the trenches, and we know what works and we know what doesn't work.
And we got that fancy award behind us because we've helped hundreds of coaches to get to really put this all together, right? Like you might feel where you're frustrated and like, how do I put all of this online stuff? Like, how do I put it all together and make it work without feeling like you're getting stuffed into a box, right? That's what we do. And so if you're wanting to make a bigger impact, if you feel called to really impact the world, and you're ready to get the support, reach out, comment me below. Let's have a conversation. And I appreciate y'all. And
talk to you
later. Oh, that is.